His mouth leads into issues such as starting fights, or someone starts the fight and he doesn't know when to walk away, when to stop.
As we walked with Nancy Garcia to her home in Camden, she told us about her 6th grade son, Giovanni. 2 years ago, she says her son got suspended from school about 5 times. But last year, it went down dramatically. And she says that's because everybody in the building encourages him and at the same time keeps her informed.
Just get to know the students on a one-on-one basis. Understand that a lot of their problems and frustrations that they're having may not be in school. They come from outside community, so you have to be able to talk to that student.
It's all part of a policy change in Camden schools where teachers are now all trained to support the kids by finding out what's going on instead of jumping to punishment. And to deal with disciplinary actions, deans of students like David McKee were added to Camden schools, a person the students and teachers can turn to.
About 3 years ago, I was driving through Camden, and I was in front of the Walter Rand Transportation Center. And if you know Walter Rand, it's a massive communication transportation hub. And frankly, it's a bit of a heroin corridor in the city, and it's widely known to be. And I saw this student just walking around at 11 o'clock on a school day, and I pulled my car over and I was like, hey, what's going on? What are you doing? And he told me that he had a panic attack the day before at school, and he walked out of the building. He shouldn't have done that. He was given a 10-day suspension. And so that shouldn't have happened either.
Camden School Superintendent Payman Rahanafard told us that's when he knew something needed to change. And a big part of the new strategy is having suspensions in the building.
There are still consequences. And so if a student breaks rules, significant egregious violations like bringing a weapon to school, like certainly there will be out of school suspension for that. But at the end of the day, a student acting out or saying something in class he or she shouldn't have, our initial response shouldn't be, you know what, go home, be out of school for 5 days, because that's the last thing we should want for our kids, to put them in an unsupervised environment.
And the main difference between this and just putting them back in school is they also get lessons.
Absolutely.
And you could talk to
Absolutely.
them about what they did.
Yeah, I like to call it life skills lessons. So
Life
we
skills.
can go over time management, effective communication, anger management, just all kind of things that they're going to face.
The effects of all these changes: last year, district suspensions dropped by 53% from the year before, and the number of days missed because of suspensions ultimately decreased by 72%. The superintendent says that's over 6,000 extra days in the classroom compared to prior years.
The most important thing is their education, that they're staying on track for graduation, and we can help them do that better in the building than we can outside of the building.
Garcia says going to the root of the problem is something she makes sure to do with her son.
The way I see it, he is my future. He's worth it for him to be a statistic now.
And Giovanni told us he does have big goals.
Then when I go to high school, then college, and then I'm gonna be a movie star.
So we asked Giovanni what will he do with his movie star fame.
You give the teachers a vacation?
Yes.
All of them?
Yep.
What about your mom?
Yes, she deserves it.
In Camden, Leah Mishkin, NJTV News.